Hi, my name is Radek. I'm a team leader in the Atlassian Services Department at Deviniti. Deviniti is an Atlassian Platinum partner in Poland. We are also a gold vendor of Atlassian Marketplace apps. We have a lot of products, but one is missing, and our partner has created that one. And it is related to timesheets and also budgeting and planning work in the future. So our partner Tempo is going to present to you their products in this webinar. And here we go.
Hello everybody, my name is Eyglo Oskarsdottir and work as a sales manager at Tempo. I come from Reykjavik, Iceland, and I've been with Tempo for almost 4 years now. First, before I start, I would like to thank Deviniti for the collaboration on this webinar, and thank you for inviting Tempo to join you. In this session, I will share with you what is new with Tempo and what's kind of the upcoming features and products. For the ones that are not so familiar with Tempo, Tempo is an Icelandic software company that develops management solutions for Jira. We assist our users with solving many different problems and use cases with our 3 products, Tempo Timesheets, Tempo Planner, and Tempo Budgets. With all of these 3 products, there comes different features, and with the combination of these products, we help our customers with solving multiple use cases. But few of these problems and use cases are related to turning time tracking data into value. So in order to get some data in, firstly, you will need your resources and users to log their efforts. And there are multiple ways to do that with Tempo, and one way might not fit all. Users can find their own way with Tempo that works for them, and that is the most painless for them. For example, from their My Work section with Tempo Timesheets, users are able to log work simply by clicking onto their calendar and log work, or use the side panel on the right-hand side to drag and drop issues to the calendar to log work that way. Or users can use the Jira issue view, where they're doing all of their work, to log time. Or our new Google Calendar integration, where users can sync their calendars with Tempo and convert calendar events to work logs with one single click. So as you can see here on the screen, we have calendar events marked with a red color or red mark. And the users here can simply click on that calendar box or this event box and convert these into work logs. Or user could also use our newly released mobile app, which is only on cloud at the moment. And with the app, users can access their My Work section, managers can access approvals, and users can access all notifications. So from the app, users are able to create work logs and plans, convert plans to work logs, and submit their timesheets. Managers are able to use the app to view pending timesheets, approvals, and are able to manage them directly from the app. So after the users have logged their efforts, a lot can be done with the data. And firstly, we have recently made it possible for our customers to sync their time tracking data to QuickBooks Online, which allows them to run payroll and invoice customers with precision. With our fairly new Tempo reports, as well, our customers can get the right information presented in the right way and make better decisions. And with our custom reports, one can take advantage of filtering and grouping functionalities to make sure you can review and evaluate what your resources are spending their most time on in terms of which projects, issues, epics, or customers, to mention a few. So let's take a look at that in a little bit more detail. So what we're looking at here is a user reporting on 3 Jira projects to understand how much time has been spent on each and every one of those projects, as well as issues associated with those projects. This is an example of how easy it is to use the custom reports to report on data that matters the most to you. If it's projects, if it's accounts, customer, issues, epic, whatever. Of course, you could dig deeper and add additional columns to this report, or even group this report by users instead of issues, or both, to view who actually logged the work, which users. There is a possibility to save the reports, export the reports with custom fields, and filter by different periods of time. Apart from logging work in a more simpler way with our new Google Calendar integration or the side panel, synchronizing Tempo data for invoicing and payroll with QuickBooks Online, and using reports to report on the effort of your resources in a way that fits your needs, for example, to measure CapEx, OpEx, to measure billable hours versus non-billable hours, Tempo solves additional use cases in relation to resource planning. And in recent months, a lot of new features and views have been introduced to Tempo Planner. Tempo supports our customers to manage their teams centrally and get visibility into resources and their availability. And Planner also enables you to plan work for teams and stay on top of how resources are being utilized, making sure that you're not over allocating your staff. So what we're looking at here is something we call the resource planning view. That was introduced to Tempo Planner a bit more than a year ago. And this view gives you a graphical representation of your resources and their allocation. You're able to filter your Jira users by team, Tempo role, and specific users to understand what they're working on and view upcoming plans. This view is especially useful when managing shared resources, so users that are participating in multiple Tempo teams, since this view lists all of your Jira users within one single view. This is also the view where you can do planning. So by clicking on the user's timeline, one is able to create plans and associate those plans with either a Jira project or a Jira issue. You can also select Jira issues from the issue side panel, and with a simple drag and drop, you're able to allocate your resources in no time. The resource planning view now has issue side panel, which I mentioned briefly, which was introduced a few weeks ago. This side panel includes customizable Tempo issue picker, which can be configured to show relevant issues from Jira filters and projects. So you can drag issues from the side panel directly onto the calendar or the schedule to plan time for your resources. The side panel can be configured by the users for them to easily access the issues that they're mostly working on or access the issues within a project that they are currently working on. In addition to the issue panel, today the plan cards show approval statuses so that the reviewer can quickly spot plans that need attention. Approval status is shown as a colored dots on the plan cards. So we can see here on the plan card furthest to the left, it has a green colored dot, which means it has been approved. And we can even, by hovering over that green dot, we can see which users approved this plan. In the middle, we can see a plan card with a red dot, which means this plan has been rejected. And also on the furthest to the right, we can see a yellow dot, which is representing a pending approval. You can also see that the cards are color-coded differently. So for the approved plans, the plan cards is white. And then with the rejected plans, the summary of the plan and the plan description has been striked over or strike through, and then pending plan is more of a gray and with a pattern. But you can also now get a better overview of your resources by a sorting function. And now you can either sort the data on the resource planning view by display name or availability. So simply by clicking on the A on the resource planning view, you can sort by availability, bringing the user that has the most capacity to take on more work listed first, so you can easily go ahead and plan work for the user to utilize that user to the fullest. Also on the right hand side, we can see the option sort by user to get the user sorted in an alphabetical order. In addition to the resource management and time tracking, Tempo helps our customers as well with planning and tracking projects from a financial perspective. And this is where Tempo Budgets, our third product, shines. However, our financial features has only been available on server, but that will change very soon. We are currently working on financial features on cloud, and we will have an open beta plan to be released in the upcoming months. So let me give you more insight on how that product will look like, and also a few other new exciting things that are coming from Tempo. The financial features for the cloud will be called Tempo Projects, where you will be able to create a Tempo project to track simple cost and fixed amount projects, depending on the project and the use case. When you have created a project, it will be added to the Tempo Projects overview screen, where you can view health status, project types, and additional information for all your created projects. So what we're seeing here, we can see the type of the projects on the furthest far left, the project name, and also the category, the budgeted amount for the project, and then the actual cost of the project to today's date. Within the projects, you will be able to add Jira users as the project team and define their cost rates, set up initial budgets for the project, and when the project has started, you will be able to compare the time spent and the actual cost with the budgeted amount. One will also be able to view the scope of the project by clicking on the Scope tab and view actual cost of each issue within the project and how much time has been spent on it. So this is all for Tempo projects. For those who are interested in participating in the beta program, we will be sending you a sign-up link after the webinar today where you can sign up. But before I let you go, let's take a look at a few other things that are upcoming for Tempo Planner. Tempo is currently working on improving reporting capabilities of Tempo Planner. And in the near future, Tempo Planner's customers will be able to report more easily on planned hours across projects, users, roles, as well as comparing hours planned with actual hours spent. So this is taking both data from timesheets and Planner. But please keep in mind that these mock-ups and images that you're seeing are subject to change and are in really early design stage. All right. But I thank you for your attention. Tempo will be attending the Jira Day 2019 hosted by Deviniti, 29th to 30th of May. We are really excited to be there, and we hope that you guys will be there as well. So please come by the booth and engage with the Tempo team that will be there. Come by the presentations and workshop that we will be hosting, and we will be happy to speak to you. If you are a Tempo customer or existing Tempo customers and have questions, please come by. And also if you are new to Tempo, new to Jira, we'll be happy to demo the products to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for attending this webinar. I hope you learned a lot. I certainly did. And you mentioned something that caught my attention, is that Tempo Budgets is going to be available for cloud environments. and that's something a lot of you asked about. So I'm happy that it's finally coming true. And if you have any questions, please email us at this address, and talk to you later.